Okay, let's begin with our session. Before we start the session, just a brief introduction. My name is Pallavi. I have around 12 years of experience in the field of software test automation, primarily dealing with open source technologies, and I have been into trainings for the past 6 years now. And I would like you guys to please introduce yourself and what exactly are you looking for in this training? How would like to apply this to your professional careers would really help me to understand. So any one of you can start. You can
Hi,
type or
my
if you
name
want to
is
speak, you
Monica.
can speak.
Hi, my name is Monica.
Hi, Monica.
I have, um, yeah, I know Java with Selenium, but I don't know Python.
Okay.
So I want to learn Python.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. And you are a automation tester?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Then
I'm just a manual tester.
you are a?
Manual tester.
Okay. Okay, Monica. Welcome to the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Python. This is
That's
my
okay.
first class. Okay.
That's okay. We will learn
Okay.
Python.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Puneet or Renuka, which one of you would like to go?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yep.
Okay, so hi guys, I'm Puneet. So I'm working in testing from last 8 years. So I do have a little bit of knowledge of Java with Selenium, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm new to Python.
Okay.
And right now I'm doing manual testing, although I tried implementing a little bit of automation testing in my projects, but there was no much need. So what I'm expecting out of this class is like to be quick with the Selenium and Python and to switch towards purely automation.
Okay. Good. Good to know that, Puneet. Thank you. Yeah, Renuka. You can type in if you feel comfortable that way. Either way is fine. Just would like a brief introduction about you. Okay, I guess Renuka is not here and somebody else has also joined the session. Karthik or Rubini. Okay. Okay, let's begin. Let everybody join in meanwhile and we will start with the session. So I'm going to put off my headphones. If you guys want to ask any questions, we will be taking some logical breaks during the session while discussion, and I would request you to please ask your questions then. And if you are you wanting to ask a question, just type that in a message so that I can communicate you through mic and headphones. Okay? No, Renuka, we are not able to hear you, but you can go ahead and put your message in the chat if that's okay with you. So the sessions are being recorded. After the session ends, the recordings, the notes, and the exercises which we will be doing in the session will be shared with you guys along with the assignments. And you are required to submit your assignments to me for your own benefit so that I can evaluate and provide you feedback. Also, it will help me to see your progress. Please note it is a very small session, as in we are a small group of people. The idea is to collaborate and actively participate in the session so that everybody learns. So that's why we keep strength to not more than five. A brief outline about the training. So we are going to learn Selenium with Python. Python being our programming language. Selenium is a popular test automation tool which can be used with different programming languages. in this course, we will be taking our choice of language as Python. After Java, one of the most popular implementation of Selenium is with the Python programming language, and Python as a language has also gained significant popularity as in now competition with Java as a language. So we are going to cover around 15 days in the session, which is like 30 hours of course content will be covered. We are going to start with Python, which will be our week 1. Then we are going to start with Selenium implementations with Python, the basic implementation, the concepts of locators, the concepts of driver, web element, synchronization, parameterization, etc. That will be week 2. And then we will be talking about advanced concepts like page object model, framework, grid, and the behave BDD of Python, which is known as behave. Like you have cucumber in Java and Ruby, you have behave in Python. We are going to see that will happen in the week 3. Okay, so that's how the sessions are planned. Please note it's a lot of hands-on session. During the session itself, I'll be giving you some practice assignments, practice exercises to be done at the moment. And I might request you to please share your screen so that I can see how you are progressing through it. Okay. So we will start with our concept.
I have one question, Pallavi.
Before we begin, any one of you has any question?
I have one question.
Go ahead.
So, by the end of this course, will I be able to design a framework on my own and implement it?
You should be able to.
Okay.
Okay.
And will we be covering any demo project kind of thing, or I might be talking about from my interview point of view, because whenever you go for any interview for Selenium, so there might be a question that can you explain your project and its framework. So can I expect that I will have that knowledge?
Yes, we will be working throughout the course on a live project. Okay, it's a live website on which we will be working.
Okay. Okay, great.
Okay, okay, Puneet. So today we are going to cover introduction to Python and introduction to programming. We will then see whether our system is installed properly. All of you have installed Eclipse, PyDev. Then we will start with our basic programs, Hello World in Python. Then we will see the data types in Python and operators in Python. So Python is a general purpose, interpreted, interactive, object-oriented, and a high-level scripting language. It was basically created by Guido van Rossum during 1985 to 1990. And Python source code is available under the General Public License. Now, all the information about Python is available on this website, python.org, from where you guys exactly downloaded Python, the 3. series versions. So Python comes in 2 version series, 2.0 and 3.0. The latest being 3.0, on which we are going to work. You have got documentation available, which is pretty decent, and you have got lot of support available in this documentation. So we are going to refer to the different documents as and when we will need them. Okay. So I believe all of you have installed, for Eclipse you would need Java on your system, and PyDev. Have you all installed this? I sent a
did
mail
that,
to you
but
guys about system setup. Did you get a chance to install all these softwares?
I did not install PyDev. Remaining 2 I have.
Okay, I would request you to please communicate via chat right now. I am not putting on my headphones, so I will not be able to listen or hear. So just try to use that interface. Okay, so we will quickly see how we install PyDev on our Eclipse environment if you have not been able to. So we get PyDev from Eclipse Marketplace. Let us see where that we find. So go to help, say Eclipse Marketplace. I'm telling you guys how to install PyDev. Maybe for some of you Eclipse would be new, so let me show you from the start. That's okay. So all of you have Eclipse on your system. Please do this with me. I'll wait for your responses. All of you have Eclipse on your system, right? Karthik, Renuka, Puneet, all of you have? Okay. So the first thing we do in Eclipse is we create a workspace. A workspace is a place. Puneet, you first have to install Java on your system, then only you will be able to work with Eclipse. Did you install that? Okay, so maybe I will see that a little later. Let me, since the rest of the class has already done that, let's proceed with that. So Eclipse, the first thing which we create when we click on Eclipse is we create something called as a workspace. For example, the workspace in my system is D-Eclipse Workspace Selenium with Python. Okay, that's the name of my workspace. That is the location. It is a place where all the projects you are going to create will get stored. So for the time being, I'm creating a new workspace for demo. Then I'll click on launch. When I click on launch, I should be able to see this screen. A screen like this. All of you do this step. Let me know when you are all on this screen. Okay. So Monica is on this screen. What about Renuka and Karthik? Are you guys on this screen? Okay, Karthik, no problem. You also have JVM problem and you need to have JVM 1.8. What version of Java did you install? Java 10? Okay. If you guys sometimes Eclipse version throws error. You're on Eclipse homepage also? Okay. People who are facing the JVM issue, try installing this version of Eclipse. Eclipse Kepler, the first link. You can have more than one version of Eclipse on your system. That is not a problem. Just try to install this version. Let me know if this works or this is also throwing error. Fine. So now we are on this screen. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go to Help, Eclipse Marketplace, and in here search for PyDev. You will see PyDev coming, Python ID for Eclipse 6.3.2. Since for me it is already installed, I see here installed. But for you guys, if it is not installed, you will see a button like this, install. So click on install to install this PyDev plugin for Eclipse on your Eclipse environment. Okay. You need to go to help, install Eclipse Marketplace, and then in here search for PyDev, and then click on the install button. Done what, Puneet? Installed Eclipse Kepler? Installed PyDev. Okay, so your issue got fixed. You don't have PyDev in Marketplace. This is what you have to type. Did you type this? You have installed PyDev? Okay, great. Done? You found PyDev now? Great. So I believe all of you are done. That is good. Now let us test our installation. Go to File, say New, say Project. In here you will see PyDev. Select PyDev project. Click on Next. Provide a name. In here either you can choose to configure an interpreter before proceeding. Click here. Click on Quick Auto Config. So it will select and find out which interpreters are available with you for Python. Click on Next. Click on Finish. Click on Open PyDev Perspective and your project is created. Request all of you to do this step. Create a PyDev project. For the interpreter, click here to configure the interpreter. The version should be just select same as interpreter. It has idly 3.6, but since it is selected for me already, you will have a link in here which will request you to allow configuration of Python interpreter. Click here, select quick auto config. Okay, Puneet. Did you install Python on your system, Monica? Okay. In the mail which was sent to you guys, it was mentioned to install Python also. Until unless you have Python, you will not be able to work with Python programs. So close all your softwares. You have to install Python first on your system. It was mentioned in the mail. Here, go to this link and download Python 3.6.5. Once Python is downloaded and installed on your system, then perform the steps. You can open the project and allow the interpreter to be configured. Are the rest of you guys done? Puneet is done. Renuka, you, Karthik. Okay, no problem, Karthik. You can just note down the steps and try it out later. So once the project is created, right click on this project, say new, select file and type in here, for example, I am typing hello world.py. Click on finish. Select in here, type in here print and type in this hello world. Control S to save. Then click on this play icon. Yes, we create files in Python with the extension .py. Here select run it with Python run. Click on OK. It should get executed and you should see hello world on the console window. Right click on this, say new, file, create a file with an extension .py. In Pythons, the extension are .py. Name of the file can start with any letter. This is called camel casing, where the first letter of the first word is small and the first letter of the second word is capital. I could have it as hello world also, as in H capital. Not a problem. Monica, is Python installed on your system? Okay. So let me know if you face any problem while configuring the project. Renuka, are you able to open the perspective? No. Okay. I'm making you the presenter. I would like to see your screen. So just accept the request. Okay. Open Eclipse. File. New. No, don't. Okay. PyDev project. Next. Provide a name. Okay. Click on next. No, do not refer to any project. Click on finish. Close this welcome screen. Here, your project is already created. So, which project you want to work upon? Yeah, right click on this Python 123. Say new, file. Give it a name, say hello.py. Yeah, finish. Now say print hello world, print bracket hello world in double quotes. Okay. Select OK. Print in double quotes type hello world. Yeah, that's it. Control S. Click on the play icon. Click on Python run. Okay. Got it? So yours is working. Monica, you done? Great. So we are all able to create Python programs using our Eclipse as an IDE. Yeah, sure, Renuka. There are other IDEs also available, but Eclipse as an IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment, is a very, very powerful interface. And it is always good to have such powerful interfaces available with tools like Selenium, which is an open source solution. So now we will move on to learning a few basic things about programming. To understand programming, let us understand what does the word program means. The word program basically means a set of instructions given to a system with some input to get expected output. Okay, so you have a set of instructions which you have given to the system with some input to achieve expected output. That is what a program is. Now program has got two components. One component is the syntax. The second component is the pseudocode or the logic or the algorithm, whatever you want to call it. Okay, second part is this. Now, let us say we want to calculate area of a circle. What is the formula to calculate area of a circle? Pi r square, right? Do you think the logic to calculate the area of a circle will change if I change my programming language from Java to Ruby to Python? Will the logic change? No, right? The logic to solve a particular problem at hand doesn't change because the programming language is changing, but the syntax will change. So in our initial first few classes, we are going to concentrate our effort on logic building, because if our logics are correct, irrespective of whichever programming language we are using, we will be able to write down programs. Okay, all we have to learn is how the program syntax looks like. For example, in Java, if I want to calculate area of a circle, I will have to first create a class. Then I will have to create a particular method, which is public static void main method. Then I will have to declare my variables. And to print, there is a pretty big method, system.out.println. And then you have to ensure your brackets are closed. And you are also ending every statement with a semicolon. Versus if I have to write the same code in Python, I will not, there is no need to declare variables or data types in Python. You will simply be saying no need for semicolon. Which one you find simpler? This one or this one? To read, to write, which one you think is simple on the eye? Why don't you guys try down this program? Create another program, say area of a circle, and try this program and tell me what is the output which you guys get. Try this out. And obviously the second one is much more simple to the eye. So that is the benefit of scripting languages like Python, like Ruby. They are very simple on the eye. They are much more human friendly, as in they are much more the way we speak, we write, and that is why they have become very popular. And also they are object oriented, so they have all the benefits. So try out this program as area of a circle. Tell me what is the output which you get for radius as 10.9. Great. Fine. So you were quickly able to do it, right? Without much problems. Okay. So you all got answers. Great. Now, as I told you guys, there are two components, syntax and the pseudocode. Okay. So what is pseudocode or what is algorithm? For example, let us try to write down the pseudocode for area of a circle. What would be our steps? Our steps would be describe variable radius and assign it a value. Define variable area. Area is equal to 3.141 into radius. Print area. Is that right? We are implementing all the four steps of the pseudocode both in Java and in Python. So irrespective of our programming language, our pseudocode remains the same. In our initial first few classes, we are going to ensure that we write detailed pseudocode so that every line of the pseudocode can match with every line with the program. Okay, so we should try writing such detailed pseudocode. Now let us try to understand in Python what are the different data types. So to define data types, we have to first understand what is the variable. A variable is an entity which stores values. To define what type of value it stores, we have basically something called as a data type. Broadly classifying, the data types are number, string and boolean. In number, you can have basically integer data type or decimal data type. String is a collection of characters. And boolean can only take two values, that is true or false. In Python, you basically don't define what type of variable that particular entity is. Python, based upon the value you are assigning it to the variable, automatically figures out what type of data type is it. Let us see a small program. Here I have defined A, B, C and D. What is A? A is an int. What is B? B is a float. C is a string. D is a boolean value. Okay. Unlike other programming languages, in Python, you need not define what type of data is it. You need not say int A. You just have to say A as 10. You need not say float B or string C or boolean D. Okay. Based upon the value assigned to this particular variable, Python itself detects what type of data is it. Okay. Any questions so far? Anything which is not clear to you guys? No questions? Okay. You all wrote area of a circle, but in the program area of a circle, the radius value was hard coded, right? How about let's try to make this value as something which can be expected from the end user. For this, you basically have to use a function called as input. Allows us to fetch value from the end user. And once the value is fetched, you have to basically tell as to how this value is to be read. Is it to be read as integer, or is it read to be as float, or is it read to be as string, or is it read to be as boolean? How you want the value to be read. Okay. So let us see the program area of a circle, but this time value will be taken by the end user. So we say radius is equal to float in bracket input in bracket enter radius brackets closed. Then we say area is pi into radius print area. Simple program. You are using an inbuilt function called as input to ask the user to enter the radius, and whatever value is entered, you are converting that value into float. Enter radius. This is the area. Go ahead and try out this program, and then I will give you a small program to write. Done? Okay, Puneet. Okay, great. Now let us try to understand something called as operators. So operators are basically functions which are associated depending upon the data type we are working on. So the first set of operators we are going to have a look at are numeric operators, which will work with number data type. In that, the first set of operators we are going to see are arithmetic operators. So the arithmetic operators we have all seen since kindergarten: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, these are all the operators which we have already seen. And one interesting operator that is known as the mod operator or remainder operator, which basically returns the remainder value after division. Okay, so these are our arithmetic operators. So I am going to give you guys a small question. Ask user for two integers and on them perform all the arithmetic operations and print the value. Simple question. Although the pseudocode of it's very simple, but still I would insist you guys to please write the pseudocode first and then try to attempt this question. You have 5 minutes. Attempt this question, and I will then make each one of you presenter one by one just to see it working on your systems. Good work, Karthik. Thank you for sharing. Yep, I'll make you the presenter, Puneet. Okay. Yeah, visible. Fine. Fine. Okay. Yep, looks good. Are all of you done? Monica, Renuka? Okay. Making you the presenter, Monica. I can see the screen. Here for printing, do not put the variables in double quotes, otherwise you will not be able to print the values. These are variables which are storing values, these are not strings. So remove double quotes for add, multiply, division and subtraction because you are directly printing values of the variables. No, no single quote, no quotes. Please don't use any quotes. Now run the program. Your addition and multiplication operators are same, you would want to change them. Multiplication was fine, addition is wrong. A plus B. And you have not tried the mod operator, so please try the mod operator. Okay, try the mod operator as well. Renuka making you the presenter. Create another variable. Renuka say mod equal to A mod B. Okay, fine, good. Any questions? Anything which was not clear? So you have all used arithmetic operators and you have all used the input function, correct? Anyone has any question? No questions? Okay. So now we will see an operator called as shortcut assignment operator. The shortcut assignment operator function is to basically perform the operation and update the variable itself. That is, after performing the operation, it will update the variable itself. It will assign the value as well. For example, if a is 10, a plus equal to 10, it has to be read as a equal to a plus 10. So what is a? A is equal to 10 plus 10, so a would become 20. Clear? Let us see this program. A is equal to 10, a plus equal to 10. What would be the value of a in here? 20, correct? Hash is used for commenting. Now a minus equal to 10, what would be the value of a in here? Ten is the right answer, 0 is the wrong answer. Remember, a has become 20. A is no longer 10. Since a has become 20, 20 a is equal to 20 minus 10, output would be 10. Now a is equal to a into 10. What would be the value of a? So a is 10, a equal to a into 10, that is a is equal to 10 into 10, 100. What would be the value of a in here? 10 again. Great. So when we run this program, we will see these values. Clear? Any questions? So this is known as the shortcut assignment operator. Because we are dividing, generally division results in a float output, Puneet. Now we will see comparison operators. Do you all remember these operators? Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, equal to, not equal to. These are known as comparison operators. Okay. So we are going to have a look at this operator now. What is the output of a comparison operator? When two numbers are compared, the output is a Boolean value. Either you get true or you would get a false statement. So the output of a comparison operator is a Boolean value. Okay, Puneet? So let us have a look at the comparison operators. In here we are again taking two integers. We are asking to enter the number enter the number 1 and enter number 2, and then we are printing A is greater than B. What would be printed, whether true or false? So I will get one of the values, true or false. A less than B, A not equal to B, A equal to B, A less than equal to B, and A greater than equal to B. These would be our print statements. So let us run. Enter number 1, number 2. So A greater than B is true, A less than B is false, A not equal to B is true, A is equal to B is false, A is less than equal to B is false, A is greater than equal to B is true. Okay. So the output of the comparison operators is a Boolean variable, and generally you will see comparison operators being used in decision making statements like if else statements. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions on comparison operators. Exclamation means what, Puneet? The not operator is a Boolean operator, which we will see a little later. Any questions on comparison operator? Let us take an assignment, a practice assignment, and some logic building which will help us. For a given amount in dollars, find out in the lowest denomination possible how many dollars, quarters, dime, penny, and cent it has. For example, let us say I have around $56.78. This is the input which the end users give me. How many dollars are there? $56. How many quarters are there? 4 quarters make $1. So in 75, how many quarters are there? 3 quarters. 10 dimes make $1. So how many dimes are there? 0 dime. 20 pennies make $1. So 0 penny. 100 cents make $1, 3 cents. Is that right? This is 56.78. So 4 quarters is $1. 10 dimes is $1. 20 pennies is $1. And 100 cents is $1. Okay? Do you all understand the denomination? So the lowest possible denomination. I could have simply said it contains 5, 6, 7, 8 cents. But I want lowest number possible for every denomination. So it is $56.78. It has $56, 3 quarters, 0 dime, 0 penny, and 3 cents. Do you all understand what I have done in here? Based upon this logic? Okay. So try to create the logic for this and then try to solve it. The end user can give you any amount. So you have to ask the end users for amount in dollars. The amount could be anything. So if you see it is basically a float number, how will you solve this problem at hand? I will give you a small hint. The hint is you have to use both division and mod operator. Think about it and please attempt it. You guys get 10 minutes. Think about it and attempt it. Write the pseudocode first. This is the denomination which we know, Renuka. 4 quarters are in $1, 10 dimes are in $1, 20 pennies are in $1, and 100 cents are in $1. After I have taken out the $56, how much value is remaining? 0.78. In 0.78, how many quarters will be there? 3, right? Because 1 quarter is equal to $0.25. So how many quarters will be there? 3. Every quarter is $0.25. So 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 will become 0.75. So 3 quarters. Then how much is left? 0.03 is left. In 0.03, 1 dime is $0.1. 1 penny is 1 penny would be 1 by 20, 0.05. So that is also going to be 0. Then 3 cents, 0.001. 1 cent is equal to $0.001. So in $0.03, how many cents will be there? 3 cents. Is it clear to you now how we are calculating? Yep. So how will you do it programmatically is the question. The hint is you have to use division and mod operator. So try to think how will you solve this problem. First try to attempt the pseudocode. The program is purely for logic building exercise. Yep, it is a tough one. Okay, let us try to see how we solve this one. And let me give you a hint how I am using in alternate division and mod operator. What was the value? 56.78. The first thing I do is I basically create a variable called as currency and I multiply the entire amount by 100 and convert everything to cents. So what is the value will I get? In this, if I have to fetch how many dollars are there, what should I do? I should basically divide the currency by 100. What will I get? And say it as int. What would I get? 56. Right? Now I will create a variable which I will keep on using called as remaining amount. And remaining amount is int currency mod 100. What would be the remaining amount? 78. Is that right? Okay. Now, did you get your dollars? You got your dollars, you got your remaining amount. From the remaining amount, what is the next thing we have to do? Find the quarters. For the quarters, we apply the same logic. Int, this time remaining amount divided by 25. What would be the value which we will get? 3. 78 by 25, you will get 3. No, first division only, Puneet. If you have to find how many quarters are there in 78 cents, how will you find out? You will have to divide, right? So you get 3 quarters. Then you again find the remaining amount. Remaining amount is int RA mod 25. Again you will get 3. So you keep on doing this alternate. Mod 10, now division by 10, mod by 10 for dimes, division by 20, mod 20 for the pennies, division by 100 for the cents. And you keep on finding the remaining amount. And you keep on updating the variable after the mod operations. This is the logic. This is the logic for the program. You ask for currency, then you multiply the currency by 100 to convert everything into cents, then you fetch the dollars, then you fetch the remaining amount, then you fetch the quarters, you get the remaining amount, you fetch the dimes, you get the remaining amount, penny and cents. So when I run this program, let us say I enter, this is the value which I am going to get, okay? You don't have more than 2 decimal places in currency value which we are using, Puneet. The last denomination is cent. Okay, don't try to complicate the problems. I'll be sharing this logic. It is an interesting program and it's a good program to show the usage of division and mod operators, okay? So again, it has got a strong logic. For example, you can implement this question to find time. For example, how many hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds the time has. You can apply the same logic there, okay? It's just that your denominations will change. Let us take a few assignment problems. Write down a program which takes as input length and breadth and find out area and perimeter of a rectangle. The question 2 is calculate the simple interest given principal, rate and time. Fetch the values from the end user. Simple interest is P into R into T by 100, okay? And then calculate the amount which is equal to principal plus simple interest. Your question 3 is okay, let's do the last topic for today and then we will take few more assignment problems. So the last topic which we are going to discuss is basically called as Boolean operators. The Boolean operators values are just true and false. They work on Boolean variables where the values are just true and false. And the Boolean operators are OR, and not, which we are going to see. The OR operator has the following truth table. If A, B, A or B. If A is true, B is true, A or B would be true. If A is false, B is true, A or B would be true. If A is true, B is false, it will still be true. If both are false, it will be false. So it is an either or operation. If either A is true or B is true, or both of them are true, we will always get a true. But if both of them are false, we will get a false. Then we have got the AND operator. AND operator will only be true when both the conditions are true. For any other condition, it is false. Okay. Then you have got the NOT operator. If A is true, not A is false. If A is false, not A is true. These are our truth tables for our Boolean operators. Is this clear? Karthik, Renuka, Monica, is this clear? So you generally use Boolean operators when you have to concatenate more than one condition together, okay? So for example, either this will be true and this will be true, then you want to do something else. So the concept of logical operators is to help us concatenate more than one condition, okay? And then give us the output as true or false. So let us say we ask the user to enter a number. Then if the number is divisible by 2 or 3, so we do this, number mod 2 is equal to 0 or number mod 3 is equal to 0, we are going to print the output. So if the number is divisible by 2 but not 3, it will still be true. If it is divisible by 3, not 2, it will still be true. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, it is still will be true. But if it is not divisible by either 2 or 3, it will be false. Then if the number is divisible by 2 and 3, only and only if the number is divisible by both of them, we will get the true as output. If the number is not divisible by 2 and 3, so the number is not divisible by 2, here I have to say but 3, but it is divisible by 3, then what would be the output? Okay, sorry, the operator says if the number is not divisible by both 2 and 3. In that case, number mod 2 should not be equal to 0 and number mod 3 should not be equal to 0. Only if both these conditions are true, we know that the number is not divisible by 2 and 3. So it has to be should be a prime number, one of the prime numbers. Let us say we give number 23. This is the output which we get. Let us try some other number, something which is divisible by 2. Some other number, something which is divisible by both of them. Okay? Do you all understand this program? Just read it. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, for commenting we use hash. Python doesn't have a multi-line comment. Any questions on the concept of logical operator? No? Okay. So the last question for you guys for assignment is this one. Ask user for 4 values A, B, C and D. Print the output of the following expression. A greater than B and C not equal to D, B greater than equal to C, or A equal to. Okay, you have to print the output for these expressions. Again, when you try to solve these problems, try to first write down the pseudocode. It should be pretty simple, but still write it down and then try to solve these problems. Okay. Another way in programming which it helps will be, yes, it has to be Boolean values. So what all helps in program writing pseudocode, breaking the problem into smaller sub-problems, and using data. All these things will basically help you with writing down better programs. Okay. So try out these assignments, and once done, you can send it to me for evaluation. You don't have to do the assignments on daily basis. You might try them on the weekend and send it to me together for the week. Okay. So that I can evaluate and send them back to you guys. So with that, we have come to the end of this session, which is today. I want an honest opinion as to your feedback. Uh, so what's your feedback, as in, did you like the pace? Was the delivery okay? The way the teaching is being done? Any feedback, anything you would like to improve, let me know that. Were you able to follow? Okay, Monica. Thank you. Thank you, Karthik. So your honest feedback will really help me as well. So the entire objective of this course is for you guys to learn Selenium with Python, okay? So at any time, any point you feel uncomfortable, or you do not understand the topic, or you need more time, or you need another example, please feel free to let me know that. And remember, again, it's a very hands-on course. So the more you practice, the better uh, programmers with the knowledge of testing, that is automation testers, you will become. Okay. So try to practice as much as you can by hand. Do not solve questions theoretically. Try to write down programs as much as you can. Okay. So assign a proper schedule to yourself. It is just a 15 days course. So assign a proper timeline to you guys. Make a timetable. Try to have some time besides your work and the classes in the weekend to solve the assignments, go through the notes or the recordings, etc., for you to help. Okay. So I'll be sharing the recording, the assignment, and the exercises which we have done in the class. And I will see you all tomorrow for the session. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye, everyone. Thank you.